my trusty steed. All right, I'm ready to roll. Whoa. Yummy. Not bad.
What?
What? What y'all laughing at? We're sitting here trying to film and you come in speaking Swahili.
If I could just find some sign of some bulls, I would feel a lot better. I just can't find any real bull sign.
It's just a big mule deer. There ain't no elk up there.
Holy cow, he's right behind us.
Right there.
I've been hunting elk since maybe 2001, and I usually hunt it twice a year until I fill my tag. I bow hunt in September and gun hunt in November, and usually, but every time I've ever hunted, it's been in Montana. Chuck went about the first 3 or 4 days without even seeing bulls, and I'm coming back telling all these stories, how close we were, and we're watching footage of, and listening to them bugle and just raising cane. And but with a bow, it's a whole different ball game, and you got to get them close. And not only get them close, but you got to have just a tad bit of luck to get them in an opening. And that's been my problem this week. I've had the bulls all over me. I just ain't had that tad bit of luck to get the shot in the opening. We've been on just tremendous bulls all week. We've seen them, we've smelt them, we've done everything. We just hadn't been able to get an arrow in them. And that's just that little bit of luck that I just didn't get like some other folks did.
Benjamin air rifles, quiet, accurate, and effective whether you're on the range or in the field. I smoked that one. People had been telling me for years, elk hunting is like turkey hunting. If you love turkey hunting, you've got to go elk hunting. And I can see a tremendous amount of similarities. When we got up here, the weather was bad. It was hot. For 4 days, we walked these mountains 6, 8, 10, 12 miles a day. And we would hear maybe one bugle right at daylight or one bugle right at dark. And that's frustrating because I have been guiding turkey hunters before, and you knew the turkeys were there, the tracks were there, the sign was there. They just wasn't gobbling. So you end up beating yourself to death just trying to find one. Well, elk hunting was the same way. Glenn worked his rear end off Mine too, and Casey's too. Guy had Blake and Johnny with him. We were covering miles and miles every day, and there's nothing you can do if the elk aren't bugling.
Chuck was getting a little bit disgusted, and I told him, I said, Chuck, you'll be the kind in camp that when you do see one, he'll come in perfect to you, you'll get a 30-yard broadside shot, and you'll kill him. I said, that's just the way it's gonna be.
All right, let's go do it while I can breathe.
We're gonna go get one this evening.
This may be the closest I ever come to holding an elk antler. Finally, we had a little cold front come through. It showered a little bit. Temperatures dropped. That night, while we were sleeping, you could hear elk bugling for the first time. We had an idea of where one was. We had heard him a couple of mornings before, bugle once or twice. So we made the hour-and-a-half trek around the bottom of the mountain, started climbing the mountain. By 8 o'clock, we heard him bugle. And of course, he is right up on top. So we started zigzagging, trying to climb the mountain. Got in position where the wind was finally right.
Just check and make sure our wind's still good. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, we got moved into position, looked ahead, found a good spot to set up.
Let's get right in front of this tree right here. And I'll get down below you and start calling.
All right. All right, Glenn, go ahead.
I could see that he wasn't a massive bull, but he looked like he was a decent bull. As I watched him move closer to Chuck, I really couldn't see at the position I was at. I really couldn't see Chuck. I couldn't tell what he was doing. I didn't know if he was drawn back yet or not. And again, I was just dying to say, shoot him, shoot him. And when I heard that arrow release, I was just ecstatic.
Good deal. Let's do it. Let's go see what he looks like.
I don't care how big he is. That's one of the hardest hunts I've ever done. It put all of us to the test, finding one that wasn't bugling. And I'd always been told that elk hunting was just like turkey hunting. And I can tell you, it flat sucks when you walk in these mountains for 4 days and they're not bugling. I gotta thank Michael at Wiregrass Archery for getting this thing set up, tuned in the day before we left. Bear sent us a brand new attack, all the accessories. I wasn't passing up any legal bull. My first elk hunt in Colorado, they gotta have 4 on one side. He's a 4x4, and I'm tickled to death with him. This was a hard hunt. I had good guides. The experience, the whole experience is what I wanted when I talked to Glenn. Rode for 2.5 hours on horses coming into the camp. We've got a great cook in Mr. Mansell. We got Patrick, who is the camp handyman. The whole experience is what I wanted. We're hunting public land. It's an affordable hunt that anybody can go on. If you want to do it yourself, they can bring you in and drop you off and just check on you. If you want the full one-on-one guide like we did, you can do that too. I wanted a great experience, and that's what I got. I couldn't imagine coming out here on my own and trying to do this. I shot my elk at 8 o'clock. It took us till 1:30 with 6 of us with horses and pack horses to get him packed down, get him iced down, and get him out. There's no way I would want to do that on my own without an experienced outfitter to help me out, and that's something that they can do. If you want to hunt by yourself, that's fine, but they're always going to be there to help you once the animal is down, help you get it packed out and get it back to the truck.